What's up everyone, and welcome back to Fiction Tea Review. This video is brought to you by my self-published book, Rain. It is a psychological thriller about a group of young adults in a psych ward who get this new counselor that's trying to understand their mental illnesses and trying to understand them. But then the counselor shortly learns that these kids might not be crazy and that this place is actually making them crazy, all the while trying to figure out what's going on with him and his psychological demons and his problems. If you would like more information about this book, be sure to hit the link in the description box below. Supporting me and buying these books actually helps me to run this channel. So today we're going to talk about Chucky Season 1, the TV series. Chucky, it comes on Sci-Fi and US Network. You can also watch this on Hulu and YouTube. It came out in 2001 and it is a horror fiction genre. Overview. After a vintage Chucky doll turns up at a suburban yard sale, an idyllic American town is thrown into chaos as a series of horrifying murders begins to expose the town's hypocrisies and secrets. Meanwhile, the arrival of enemies and allies from Chucky's past threatens to expose the truth behind the killings, as well as the demon doll's untold origins as a seemingly ordinary child who somehow became this notorious monster. The cast is Brad as Chucky, Jennifer as Tiffany, Zachary as Jake Wheeler, Almia Ailey, this person, as Larry Taylor, Tia Brand as Junior Wheeler, and Bonjour Given, our son, as Devin Evans. So the opening scene, we get an introduction of Chucky from the point of view of the kid, and we get this introduction of this kid who finds this vintage Chucky doll at this yard sale and he buys it. And I also love that Jake was an artist and he created like these really probably off-putting type of art sculptures, which were like plastic dolls put together, but it also was maybe a little creepy, but also very cool. It makes the relationship between him and Chucky more interesting because he's this like eccentric loner artist and Chucky is just like this, I'm Chucky, I'm your best friend to the end doll, but he's secretly a killer. It made the unwanted friendship even more interesting to me. One of the parts though that really got to me was when the dad, who is a complete a-hole, destroyed Jake's plastic sculpture. I'm just like, I died inside as an artist. I was like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Like, it's just not right. It's not right. Not right. His dad was just a miserable drunk, honestly. And when he died, oh, by the way, I'm going to be spoiling this whole thing. So if you haven't seen the show, don't watch this until you've seen it. But yeah, when he died, I just did not, I mean, I was just like, well, we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, and it is what it is. He was a terrible person. But I kind of felt bad for Jake because he didn't have his mom. Now he didn't have his dad. And all he has is this killer doll. But I do think the character who played the dad is very versatile because he played the dad and he plays the brother. Speaking of the brother, Jake's uncle and that side of the family, not really great. The cousin is terrible. But the worst of them all is the girl. Also, I found it interesting that these are supposed to be like middle school kids. And I'm like, middle school? They look like they could be in high school. Lastly, I gotta say, we love a Chucky. We stand a Chucky. I love how they showed behind the scenes after the episode on YouTube. And they showed how they moved Chucky. They had like these sticks where they would move in his arms and his motions, and his voice acting was pretty great. I'm not sure if it's the same person because it kind of sounds like it, but then it's sometimes when he talks it sounds a little different. I'm not sure. You guys let me know if it's the same person as far as name goes. I didn't look it up, but if I do, I'll put it on the screen here if it is or not. But like I said, I was here for Chucky. I was here for Chucky with the name calling. My favorite scene was that scene where he brought Jake up there and he was kind of doing the whole ventriloquist dummy thing, and Chucky was just calling everybody out, calling everybody names, because like they deserved it. Let's be honest, like Chucky said, they deserved it. And I just love the fact that Chucky wants to take up for Jake, and you know, he does kill people immorally, and some people he just kill for no reason and harm. But like a lot of them people deserved it. They were terrible. Lastly, I want to say that there were some eggs in it. What did they call it? There were some Easter eggs in this episode with Tiffany. She had on the red and she walked on by during the yard sale scene, and then the scene with all the kids in the school in the hallway, and it was very like kind of like in The Shining where the lockers were black, and I think there was like this red walk thing that you walk on. Yeah, you guys know what I mean. I thought it was great and that it was cool that they referenced those different things. I love a good behind the scenes. So episode 1 was great. I loved the pull-in of it. This show was a lot better than I expected it to be, because honestly, when I got told about this show, I was like, Chucky? First off, I'm like, how? There's been so many Chuckies, like, I want them to stop. That was my initial reaction. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be bad. And then like, a TV series? What? Why? Why do we need this? But as I watched it, I'm like, actually, maybe because my expectations weren't that high for this. And also, it's not that bad. It's not a bad series. Like, it's going pretty well. Looking forward to more, and speaking of more, I'm going to do episode 2 while I'm at it. So in episode 2, Chucky starts to become more and more active with his killing, and I just love the shots and the scenery. They're really beautifully done. One of my favorite scenes in episode 2 was when the maid, I believe, was killed and the knives were all sticking out, which is like, why would you put the knives in there like that? That is just axing to be poked or stabbed, like dangerous. All the knives are just up, poking out, and you know, she falls and the knives go through her throat. Oh my god. The way that they did that scene and watching the behind the scenes and just all the blood oozing and just, it was great horror scene. And the scene where Jake comes down the stairs and he's like, where's Chucky? And we see Chucky walking down the street with his little cute little Hello Kitty mask on. He does his evil laugh, like like, I don't know, there's just something cute about Chucky. Sometimes Chucky can be really cute, especially the laugh. That I just was like, oh, I want a Chucky doll. I kind of do. The worst of it all was the girl. Honestly, I can't wait for Chucky to take her out, because she's a terrible person, and she sat there and she mocked Jake's dead father and humiliated him. She deserved a punch in the face. Like, that day I was like, somebody should have punched her in the face. If Jake would have punched her in the face, I would have let it slide and act like I didn't see it, because she deserved it. Let's be honest. We all know she deserved that. I was like, yo, that was so wrong. It was just so wrong on so many levels, and just disrespectful, not funny, and just... And then it kind of ends with Chucky looking to Jake, and he holds a knife and he looks in the knife. I love that scene too, how they had the knife reflecting Jake and Chucky. And he's like, some people just deserve to die. And I'm like, exactly. I agree. Listen, in this show, a lot of those people, trash. But yeah, there definitely was some John Carpenter references. The writer talked about it. Or was he the director or the producer? They talked about it in the behind the scenes, how there were some references to John Carpenter's Halloween. You can also see that when Chucky's walking down the street and it's Halloween, and that whole scene. And I loved episode 2 as well. I don't know, sometimes I feel like these episodes are so short and I'm like, I want more. So episode 3 has come out and I have not watched it yet. But comment below and let me know if you want me to review episode 3 and 4. And I will see you all next time in the next review, and peace out. Bye. Also, I might get a chance to do, today's Wednesday, I might get a chance to do another review tomorrow. I might get a chance to do one more review this week, but other than that, I probably won't until next week. But if not, happy Halloween to you guys. And yeah, have a safe Halloween and safe day or something. I don't know. Yeah, but see y'all next time. Au revoir.